Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, TJP Fishing Outdoors, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 top baits in springtime fishing and just my personal review. So let's get right into it. So we're here and we got 5 top baits for spring fishing. So this is personal, my opinion, and somewhat on some of the colors might be different from water clarity that you guys have. But don't come at me. This is all just personal opinion on what I think is the best top 5 baits of spring fishing 2023. So let's get into it. So coming in at number 5, we got topwater. Because right now, some places it's a little bit cooler. Right now, I bet we could start throwing topwater. Water temp is right at 60, so the spawn is going. So topwater would be good. I love my best top bait of all time is the Berkeley Chopo. This is the 90 in the midnight color. I throw this all year round on my topwater rig. So my topwater and also a buzzbait. I got this Guggen Squad Hummer matched up with a Zoom Swim-In Super Fluke. I got it on a 1/2 ounce. So I got this matched up with a Lew's Classic Pro speed spool, 7:5 to 1 gear ratio on. I got it on straight 65-pound braid, 7-foot medium heavy. This is my topwater rig that I throw everything with, well, except frogs. I got a frog and rod that I do everything else with. But all my topwater besides frogs and all the power heavy hitting topwater fishing we do is all on this rod here. So the Guggen Squad Hummer and the Berkeley Chopo coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4/4.5 or 3.5, whatever you want to call it, is similar but just underwater. We got this spinnerbait. So this is the Guggen Squad bumper with a 3.3-inch saucy swimmer. I got 20-pound fluoro, straight on, another Lew's Classic speed spool, and a Lew's laser speed stick. It's a $30 rod from Walmart. Just one that I used to use on my topwaters, and then it was just a little bit too flimsy for the topwater my liking. So I got that matched up. So the bumper here is brand new from Guggen Squad, and it's got 2 Colorado blades on it, as you guys can see, and that thing just pumps water through. And right out behind our house we have a dirty, like, chocolate milk colored pond, so that one catches fish. I love the white color, so I throw that all year round. Mostly white or black and blue is what I throw. And it really gets through the dirty water, and white's good for all water clarities. So definitely go pick one up. I'll leave everything that I used in this video in the description so you guys can check it out. And 4, sorry, public education. Coming in at number 4/4.5 is the chatterbait. Similar to the spinnerbait, just whatever your personal preference is. I personally like the spinnerbait more. I know that's going against the grain of everything, but I got this in a red color, and 1/2 ounce, of course. I just like throwing that. So this is the Guggen Squad clickbait, and red is the perfect time for all your spring fishing because the craws in the water, they molt. I think it's called molting of their shells or exoskeletons, not their shells, and that's when they're most vulnerable, and they give off a lot of scent to the bass. So they really pick up on that red color. Um, Also in my dirty color, I got a black and blue clickbait. Um, that one works really well. And then probably for your clear waters, if you have a lot of bluegill, if the water here was clear, I'd probably use this. But the Guggen Squad clickbait in the bluegill color is very good. It's got very sharp hooks. And these just come through the water really well. Better than any chatterbait I've used. I haven't splurged on the jackhammers, so I can't compare jackhammers to the clickbait, but I can tell you that they're just daggum right the best. Coming in at number 3, we got another moving bait. We got the lipless Crankbait. This is the new flaming hot color from Guggen Squad. The clutch. This one comes great through grass and has a ton of rattles in it. Not as loud as your Bill Lewis rattle traps, but these do work really well. I'll either go in between the clutch or the Bill Lewis, whichever ones I'm feeling that day. I got the banger tied up in the flaming hot color. It's yeah, would you just look at that nice craw pattern on it, because it's springtime and that's what the fish are eating. So I got my crankbait set up on a Abu Garcia Max Pro, and it's a 7:1 gear ratio with 20-pound fluoro, and this is on a Shakespeare Ugly Stick Light. So this is a medium action rod, 7 foot. All my rods are 7 foot except my frogging rod and my big Swimbait rod. So stick around for a bonus. Coming in at number 2, we got the Stickbait. That's right. Tried and true, been around since Jesus' time, I'm pretty sure. That's probably what they have. That's probably what they used way back in the day. So I really like to wacky rig this. I got the bubblegum color, and it works really well in it. Sometimes I'll Texas rig it, but I just feel like that's too basic. That's gonna go out and catch fish easily. So why not do it the hard way? I mean, that's how I do everything. I always go hard in the paint. So we got the bubblegum Stickbait. I got this matched up with my Lose Laser Pro. I got it on a wacky hook. Got 10-pound braid on this, and I got the Exo Stick. Got the Exo Stick in the candy grass color. So those baits are really good, and I really like that. I really like the Exo Sticks because of the ribbed body, and it just looks so good, and it causes more water disturbance than your regular stick bait. So that's more of my finesse setups. I'll flip that, skip that under trees and around logs, and I'll just crank him out of there. So coming in at number 1, what we got is the Guggen Baits Bandito bug. #1 seller on the website. I like it in the green pumpkin purple color. So that's what I have tied up basically year round if I can get away with it. That purple is just a new color that not a lot of fish have seen, and they just go ham on it. So my Texas rig, I Texas rig it. Of course, we're going for craw patterns because it's the springtime. So I got this matched up. So I got a Shimano SOX DC. That's right. I spent money on the wine. And I got it matched up with a Hank Parker speed stick, 7-foot medium heavy, fast action on 20-pound fluoro. That's what I run mostly everything on, just because I like to get that manly yank on them. I like yanking my fish out of the water like that. So I got it on there with a 5/16 Ozark Trail tungsten weight and a bobber stopper on a 4/0 heavy hammer Guggen Squad hook. So Texas rigs, they can never fail. Okay, whenever everything's going south, you always need to have a Texas rig close by. Any bait, stick bait, craw, a little Swimbait, and it'll always work, no matter what. So those are the baits I use. So we got the Guggen Squad Contender in the bone color, 7 3/4 inches. I would say that's pretty large. Definitely above average. And I just love this bait. It's a good swim bait, goes through the water really well. Imitates those big shad for those bass that are feeding. I got this on my swim bait rod, of course, a Daiwa DXSB, 8-foot medium heavy. So it works really well at coming through. I mean, this is all power rod here. I mean, you just want that to just really, I mean, it's got a big old meat stick handle on it, and you can just crank that thing up there. Got it on the Abu Garcia 5600 BCX, 65-pound braid. Works great. And I got it not straight braid. I got it to a, I'm pretty sure, 30-pound leader, 30-pound mono leader. Got it tied up pretty good, pretty long leader, just in case I decided to switch. So I got a double uni knot here, and that works. It works great. You're not gonna catch numbers with this. You're gonna catch pounds with this. You're gonna catch your biggest fish of your life on that sucker right there. You might catch 1 or 2 for a whole day of fishing, but those 1 or 2 are gonna be giants. So for the verse of the day, we got coming from John 10:11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. So that is a perfect way of saying what God has done for us. God is the good shepherd. God laid his life down for us, for his sheep. And kind of ironic, we live on a sheep farm, and this is the verse of the day. So just always remember that even if you feel like you're alone, or you don't have a purpose or anything, God laid his life down for you so that you can have the chance to repent and become baptized and follow him and carry out his word to others throughout the day and throughout your life, so that you'll be blessed with eternal life in heaven. So, with that, we got our 5 baits. We got the Berkeley Chopo or buzz bait. We got the spinnerbait or clickbait or your chatterbait. The square bill or lipless, and the stickbait and the craw. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Check back with me whenever. I'll be keeping you guys updated on all the spring fishing and any updates I see on Guggen Squad or shopcarls.com. Go check them out. You become a member, 30% off. When you become a member, free shipping. It's what I use. It's great. I have an addiction to it. But it's great. You get to use new baits that you haven't used. I got mystery tackle boxes for days up here. So that's just an addiction problem I got. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the water. Peace.